Content by the Kilo and Beats by the Kilo Productions present Strictly Facts. New podcast created and hosted by Michael P. Karen Jr., Philadelphia rapper and music producer. I want to thank everybody for getting us up to 1 million views last week. Thanks to your donations, the next episodes will be even better than the last episode. Go to the website on the screen to see the media kit and the content portfolio. Promise you love. Anybody who donates to get a free shout out on next week's episode. Advertisers, don't forget to go check that media kit so we can check on them checks. Go to the website you see on the page right now and you won't be disappointed. And don't forget the new podcast, Hindsight. What would you do? All it takes is one look in the rear view for your whole life to change. To everybody saying I got 970,000 views, update 1 million in 7 days. Can you top that? If you can top that this week, 5.4 million. Check that out. Like, comment, share, you know. And make sure you go check out episode 4 of Creating Beats Live. Episode 4 with your boy M-i-Corleone. Brought to you by Content by the Kilo, InnerVizion Network. And go check out that Live from Zombieland reaction video to J. Cole's new mixtape. And welcome to Zombieland. Once again, it only takes one look in the rear view for your life to be changed forever. Hindsight, what would you do? Episode 1 out now, as well as episode 1 of the rap music content show. You already know that's fire. It's all brought to you by Content by the Kilo. You know. The purpose of this show isn't to be funny, though some of the stories and segments may be for a comedy rescue. Say that again. The purpose of this show isn't to be funny, though some of the stories and segments hurt so bad we laugh at our own pain. Conversations too deep, sometimes we just need a shift of energy. The purpose of this show is humility, empathy, and persistence. And what having them 3 things in your life could do, create a totally different you. What you sometimes don't know is, when you crack jokes on addicts and the homeless while driving with your co-workers, well, one of your co-workers is now ashamed to tell you this part of his life story. He has 2 years off of drugs, clean, of drugs and alcohol. Fentanyl was his choice. He won't tell you how the guy you laughed at crossing the street with one leg is somebody he knows very well. He was actually there when the guy did the bags that eventually took the limb from him. He won't tell you how he was lucky and he got locked up, so they made sure his arm was treated in time to not have to amputate. And he's been clean ever since. And every time you go outside and you see your neighbor, Johnny, the police officer, you think, man, if I just talk shit on the kids, he'll agree with me. So what you do? Every time you see him out there, you go outside and you talk about the street punks on the corner. But I bet you didn't know Johnny has 2 sons, twins, to be exact. They're 19. I haven't talked to Johnny in 2 years. I say that because Johnny's 2 boys are a football throw away, standing right there in that street corner. And Johnny's gonna smash you one day when he gets tired of you downgrading his offspring. 1, 2, 1, 2. Alright. We use this for the audio right here. We use this for the video. It's your boy M-i-Corleone. We live from the block with it. And right now, as you see, just hit wild with it. Ask me the questions that you need. Let me make sure this recording. So, yeah, ask me the questions that need to be asked. Don't hesitate. Don't beat around the bush. Like if people have something to say or have something to say, I'm willing to let it be known on what really happened and my point of view of the whole situation. You know what I mean? Whether it's from so-called co-defendants, rest in peace to the boy Krause, or whether it's with people that's the closest to me, blood. You know what I mean? That I really don't want to get into, but it's like, dang, if you keep quiet for so long, then the lie's gonna keep on lasting and lasting and lasting, and before you know it, that lie becomes the truth. So, with that being said, I'm looking through the email right now with all the questions. I'm gonna pick a lot of you pick some stupid ass questions. So. Alright. how was it, knowing? When I say my first thoughts as a child, my first memories were actually going to like the cop house and my mom banging on the door saying, and I'm like, what are we doing? And she said she had to wake her up. She was the alarm clock. And it didn't make sense to me till years later, feel me? But that's something that stuck, that she probably wish never stuck, but it did. And they're the first memories I have. And a strange dude being down the steps and her telling me to keep on going up, go up, like, and that's it. You know, before you know it, there's a divorce and a separation. So I got separated halfway through Jersey, Blackwood, New Jersey, and halfway through Philadelphia. I'm in both spots. So now I'm bringing Philadelphia to New Jersey. They're hating it. They sent me off in 7th grade. They hated it so much they sent me off to another school, and Marlin. That shit was like 45 minutes away. Far as shit. They were like, we gotta do something with him. Like, he can't. Like, I remember. Shout out to my man, Big Frank and them. I remember we was in gym class. I was selling bud at the time, whatever, 7th grade. So I got the work stashed in with my gym clothes and shit in the locker. So as soon as I go out, I'm ready to ball in my gym shorts and shit. They're like, yo, you gotta go to the principal's office. My heart just dropped. I knew what it was. I knew all my shit was in there. And I was just like, oh, this shit is a foul ball. And like real ones do, my man Kai, my man Big Frank, wrapped that shit up, got that shit out of there. Frank lived around the corner from me. I had to go home. I think my mom picked me up or something like that. I had to leave early. I called me up. Yo, I got that for you. Say your word. Yeah, bro, like, they ain't find nothing. He was like, cause I went back to the locker room, and when I noticed that the pants weren't there, I was like, yo, I don't know, somebody must have stole my pants. So I had to leave in my ball shorts. And that's what another thing that made it all wild. But hey, it's a lot of stories going floating around about me. And that was 7th grade. Just imagine, I was a terror. Terror. My sister was 8 years older than me. I was 8 years old on the block waiting for them to drive around on 7th and Indy, for them to drive around and cop real quick so they can grab me and smoke some wolves. If you don't know, you know. Like, when kids would come in and tell me about their nights, like playing soccer or whatever, I would tell them about my night. And I thought I was unique. I thought I was tough, cool, damn. 30 years later, I learned everything they told me was wrong. I gotta reverse everything. Bitches ain't shit. Like, bros over who? Why are you picking your bro? Like, be loyal to your homie, but your chick? Nah. Like, what? What are we even talking about? That's the most person you're supposed to be loyal to, is your chick. And a lot of people are just running around off these fake narratives, having fake, phony relationships. Like, just imagine Taylor Swift and Homeboy breaking up. Imagine how much money the NFL would lose they would lose, come on, they would lose a significant amount of female viewers that were there to see her specifically. And that it is what it is, man. And that's the way this game goes. Sometimes when you sign a record deal, they might have you thinking that you're on top because they're spending money on you and doing all this, but you don't know that, alright, yeah, they're going out and you're eating at Morton's or something like that, but you don't know it's coming off of your budget. It's coming off of the back end. Whatever your budget is, what? Believe that credit card is getting swiped. And you need to know why you don't have that credit card. Why the hell does main man got your credit card? That's your credit. Everything. People need to learn money before they learn how to get a record deal. You know what I mean? That's why I'm grateful to God that He gave me this second chance to go around. Because the first time I had money, it was a bunch of jewelry. And once my mother passed, I was just looking at, I had mannequins for jewelry, like with a princess cuts and like just shit that didn't mean nothing. So at that time I realized really what money is. Because at that time I would have rather had one loyal friend than all them sneakers, all them clothes, all them whatever. One loyal friend. And you know, when you got money like that, everybody starts to treat you like you're a piece of steak. They come from everywhere. You hear that? They come from everywhere. So you gotta watch them people that's close to you and make sure you know what they supposed to do. Cause you know what they be thinking about smoking you. It's never personal nowadays, the way. Shout out to Nah. That's the one thing my sister and I did right and instilled in me while we went over them bridges. Like, when she was in Jersey, we would go over the bridge to Cobb and North. We were listening to hottest shit, like the Nas shit, the Mace shit, Puffy shit. Like, I don't care what he was doing, like he was making hits. I don't give a fuck. Prince was making hits, all them, like Michael Jackson was making hits. But anyway, next question. What else they talking about? No. Alright, we gonna get it right here. This is the last time I'm ever gonna speak on this shit. Cause it ain't even worth this type of drama. And in 1 second you'll know why. Okay. One hot summer day, I'm chilling with two bitches. One's a little bit bent, so she lets me drive her car, her truck. I'm whipping the shit out of it. She wants to go to Dunkin' Donuts. Let's do it. Or let's do it. So we go there, and I wait in line with the one that ordering the coffee, and I thought to myself, like, damn, it's hot as shit. I really don't even want coffee again because I already had coffee. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna go next door real quick, and I got a can of Pepsi. We get in the car. I'm about to drive off. All you heard was boop, 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 boop. It's her banging on the fucking door. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? She's like, who took my half a bottle? She thought somebody took a half a bottle at her work. I said, I ain't gonna take half of anything. Like, if I'm gonna take something, I'm gonna take something. Then her and the girl I was with, Jess, started tussling because Jess ain't no chump. And Jess and her is rumbling, but the boy that was there, the security boy, was more worried about feeling Jess up and grabbing her and holding her behind. And the other girl was like a pit bull. I call her Pit Bull, because I don't even know her name. But Pit Bull was like on attack, and I'm trying to hold her, and she's like, you help me and throw me back. You're a Pit Bull. I had to do that. What the fuck? You look like a Pit Bull in the face. You have Pit Bull in you somewhere. Somewhere in your bloodline there's Pit Bull. So, I mean, and I ain't talking about the boy from Miami that raps. Hello. But for real though, so that's what happened with that is she started blaming us for taking her little bit of work. I know I ain't do it, and the people in the car I trust enough to tell me if they did it. So it's a no. I go over and I calmly do something probably I shouldn't have did. It wasn't nothing that bad, but it's something that could catch me a case, so I'm not going to talk about it. But I gave it right back. I was just showing them that this is how I would do it if it was some type of me plotting on you type shit. And so we left, and Jess was like, yo, I need to go back and get my chain. My mom gave me that chain. Now we were in Friday. My grandmama gave me that chain. I'm like, come on, Jess, for real. Like, I know what I just did. And I know what that holds. Even though I just gave it back, it don't matter. Like, I know what that thing holds. It's a 10 banger off the rip. So, I'm like, yo, I'll let you get the car, I'll get close and just be out and just jump on the trolley. She's like, alright, bet. I do that, and the girl I'm with took the car even further. I'm waiting for the jump. It's taking this good old time, the trolley. So I'm looking across the street at these knuckleheads, and you could tell they were talking about me. So I go over there, I say, yo, I said, I don't know what the fuck, like, you got going on, or like, what you're trying to get off me. But like, if you're trying to clown me, you can't clown me. Like, I'm unclownable. I clown myself. Like, it ain't nothing. Like, there's nothing that I did that's bad enough for you to clown me to where as though I feel some type of way. My skits are thought out. My skits are bought out. My skits are thought out, bought out, and yours need to be thought out. On that note, I'm not out, because that ain't funny enough. So, we'll play a little game. Since this is breakfast with comedy, it's 1:11. How the fuck is it still breakfast? I woke up a little bit late. I woke up at like 7. I just take my time to get ready. But it's 1:11. Everybody make a wish. But say less. I gotta eat. I don't know what you're about to do, but I'm about to eat. not, Philly got some good shit. While I was jumping, just had the what's that? Oh, the top turkey sausage croissant with a hash brown, and I'm gonna double up with a double up, a bacon croissant. Yeah. I snuck this joint until KB don't tell content by the keto. Please don't. I don't need to get fired on the first day. I ain't had no more irons left. Look, I know this ain't everywhere, this is a Philly thing, but if it ain't Heinz, tomato, it ain't right. It's the opposite of left. This is right. What you have is all left. Heinz ketchup is the only ketchup that you should be using. You should get it delivered to you if you live somewhere else. That's how much I depend on Heinz. That other stuff, they try to be good, and I give them, they try. I don't give them on the D, C, Washington, but yeah, I try. I can't say it. So anyway, we're gonna get to this commercial. Sorry it made you wait so long. It's your boy M-i-Corleone at Beats by the Kilo on all social media platforms. It's the Learn As You Grow podcast, as well as what else we got? We got all kinds. We got hindsight. We're just coming out with shows nonstop. So all you gotta do is go to beacons.ai/Beats by the Kilo. That's BEACONS.AI/Beats by the Kilo. Kilo is spelled K-I-L-O. So we back. I'm going through these emails, and as of late, I still never really spoke on it, but R.I.P. to Johnny Quest from Nostra. What can I say about Johnny? He was a unique individual, we rapped a couple times together, we battled. It wasn't that much of a friendship, but like as competitors, as rappers, he made me better, because I knew I had to, before the battle, I had to go draw up some heat. And this was probably like 98, 99, and I was 13, 14. So I'm going in the ring with seniors in high school. Y'all was you older than me. So R.I.P. to Johnny Quest, man. Shout out to boy Linked Up, boy Ant, whatever they doing. I hope it's good. I hope they getting bread. I hope they using their mind, loving with their heart and getting what they wanted from the start. feel me? And I got love for art. It ain't nothing changed. But sometimes you see people and it's just like, it ain't the same. And it could be unique circumstances, you know. They could be running to try to chase a check or whatever. I don't fucking know. What the fuck they be doing. But if he wanted to sit down and do an album with me, then we'd do that. But I don't think art has the capability to sit down and actually do an album and do a promotional tour for it and really like work the album. I don't think he has the capability to do that as of right now, and I'm not willing to bet my money that he will, because I'm putting up my money. At the end of the day, we're independent, so anything we put up is and he's probably going to do an IOU. He's not going to have enough money, so he's going to do an IOU against me, and I'm going to have to charge him a couple points, of course, just for the risk. And then he's going to get mad, I'm charging him points, and then before you know it, the whole tour is blown up. The album, it fell. And I hopefully make my money back. That's it. But we can't do that. I'd rather just keep on putting out my own music and know what my crazy is, what my deal sign, like, you know what I mean? I'll go around it like, whatever way I gotta go. But if I gotta worry about this dude and whatever he wants to do and whatever he respects, it's like, come on now. You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta let a king be a king. At least for a day or two. That's another thing I want to speak on. Cam putting that out there was just... Did anybody see the paperwork on that? Like, the MTV rip up the paperwork on that? Back in the day, before paperwork was even like the word, now it's like, as soon as you come home from jail, have your paperwork ready. While you're in jail, have your paperwork ready. That's how it was when I was there. And 20 years ago, luckily, by the grace of God, I never got back into the game like that. I got into the word, but the game's still all around me, so it's like, what else can I do? Anyway, understand that my life was different than a lot of people's. Like, my mom put me onto the drug game. My step-pop was a heroin addict. You know, I sold Oxycontin. It was a mess. It was a mess. My sister was around. She got pregnant. Started taking, it got crazy. I wish it would have never got to that. But it did. So now that I got that out the way, I feel a lot better, feel relieved. And it's your boy M-i-Corleone signing off, KBTK, ILO, and going on that note. Beats by the Kilo on all social media platforms. To Learn as You Grow podcast on all streaming platforms. You know.